Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded at the goal line.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready! At their own 22-yard line.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down is Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Butler. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He's crashing. He's checking Carter over. Check that. Check that. Check that.
second and 13. Murray flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down, and that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get this ball back.
This is Marshall. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
27-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This time, Murray to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second and a couple. Murray, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Butler. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray, rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
From the gun, it's Drake. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, 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 hey. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Monday. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now it's Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And here's Marshall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Don't get nervous. Check, check. Lucky. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 3. Check 3. Check. Hey, switch gears. Under crunch.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Right side complete to Butler. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We got right.
Now Rosen looking to throw. It's complete to Drake. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw is Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Cardinals' 26-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 52. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. All right.
They'll run here with Ballage. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's a run with Ballage. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Second quarter in Cleveland. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 6.
First down, Murray. He finds Marshall on the screen. 23 yards, the final tally.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Torrey McTyer there on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray is going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown,
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going in.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Eat. I'm here all day. 55 is my guy, 55. I got you. I'm here. I got you. You're all mine. You're all good. You're all mine.
On second down, here's Murray. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Second quarter in Cleveland. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He can run for it, and he will. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Alert. Check. Monday.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Whip.
On second down, it's Drake, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now Rosen. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get us.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After the sack on first down, Murray. Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Cardinals first down.
Murray now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now Murray again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
They'll run with Marshall. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Throwing on second and long. Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hakeem Butler. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. This is Scarborough. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15.
It's our deal. Hey, it's our house. Check. Hey, quarter. Hey, switch. Mike 50. It's been a long day for you. Mike's 50.
Here's Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Hey, exit. Mike's
Rosen will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Coming up now on a second and 15 following that sack. And he cuts right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Sponge. No.
Topper.
Toss play to Balaj. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throw left side, caught by Butler. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That's good for 28 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Now Murray, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's coming.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing again, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Coming after you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You're not ready.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Monday. Mike 50. Yes.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it in their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Monday.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
52.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And an alley to run. Murray has the first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Set, cut.
They'll run on first down. Marshall. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long. And there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. throwing again on second down. Rosen. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, alert, alert. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Watch the play. Hey, Haywood.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
4th down. Here's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. He was looking for Matthews that time.
Interception, baby. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.